Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in my last two videos we dove into the rich and vibrant culture of Mumbai, but today it's time to switch things up as we head to the heart of Gujarat, Ahmedabad. Known as the Manchester of India, this city offers a fascinating mix of art and history. From iconic landmarks to hidden gems, I'll take you on a journey to uncover what makes Ahmedabad truly unique. But before we get there, let's start the day with some breakfast and give Mumbai a proper farewell walk. Let's go. Hello everyone, it is January 1st today and this is our last day in Mumbai, and we were actually supposed to be leaving by train at like 12 p.m. but what happened is that well, long story short, the train got cancelled, so we were forced to book airplane ticket, which gave us a couple of more hours in Mumbai. So I'm going to speed up this part a little bit. And yeah, now we have a couple of more hours here in Mumbai, so we will go back to the center, eat a bit, and yeah, enjoy the city for a couple more hours. Now we have some more hours before the flight, so we are going to go to the Cathedral of Holy Name, which is around 100-year-old cathedral that is here in the old center of Mumbai, and we kind of forgot to see it for the past 2 days, even though it was on our list. So now we are gonna go there and we are going to see it, yeah. You kind of would expect that the city is a little bit quieter, people aren't working. It's actually not the case, and city is as busy as ever, so you could never tell that today is like a holiday actually. It took us only a short walk to get to the cathedral, as it is in the center of the city, and also one guy showed us how to get here, and now let's see if we can get in. It's a nice cathedral. Yeah, it was really beautiful to see the church. Like, as a Catholic, no matter in which country, when you come to church, you like feel right at home. And I think this is one of the moments when you can kind of feel and see how religion can unite people, because you come to the church in the completely unknown country and you see so many people and you like look at each other, like smile at each other, and you know that you all share one thing. Like, you may have completely different lives, not even speak the same languages. Hello, nice to meet you. But like, you all share that one thing, and that's this faith, and yeah, that's always a beautiful experience for me. Okay, so now we packed up and we are leaving Mumbai. We are going to the airport. One bad thing about Mumbai is that taxis are like super hard to catch and usually it takes long time. And then, you know, you try in some street and it turns out that this street is bad because it's too small, and then the wait is like 15 minutes, and then you say, okay, I'm not gonna waste 15 minutes, and then you like pick another road, and yeah, that's just the way it is here. You have to live with it. we just arrived at the airport. It was a very long taxi drive, like it always is, but we made it, and now we are gonna go. I mean, we did online check-in, but we need to pass the process and then board the train, which is late. So like, train is at, I believe, 6:40 p.m. So yeah, let's do it, and hopefully we will have no problems. First, I realized that my train ticket, I didn't get it. Like, I made the reservation, but it didn't go through. Like, and I made the reservation for the train ticket from Mumbai to Ahmedabad like 2 days ago. Then I booked another train, and then like it was like last minute booking, and I also didn't get a ticket. Then I booked a flight, and now that flight has been delayed like 2 times, and now it's already like 3 hours late, so it's very late. Alright, so it seems that the flight will finally begin. We had like 3 layoffs, and overall the flight is starting 3 hours later than it should. But at least it's starting, and I'm happy that soon this all their airport / train cancellation saga is coming to an end. After 3.5 hours delay, we are entering the airplane finally. Hopefully no more delay at this point.
में स्लाइड्स या स्लाइड राफ्ट्स लगे हैं।
So we have finally arrived in Delhi, and it's now like 9 p.m. and we've arrived 4 hours later than we were supposed to, which now like pulls a lot of problems with itself, because we need to somewhere to like grab a dinner somewhere. We need to grab some groceries for tomorrow morning, because tomorrow morning we have very early tour, and like we need to eat something. Otherwise we are not gonna eat until like I don't know, like 3 p.m. So, you know, if we've arrived like at like 6 p.m. we would easily be able to you know, buy groceries and stuff, but this way it's gonna be pretty hard. Thankfully we found this 24/7 food area on the airport, so we managed to buy some food there. We bought some rice at one of those 24/7 restaurants here on the airport, and I'm very happy about it, because like I didn't want to eat too much meals, fast food, because it just doesn't sit well on the stomach, and it's just not healthy. So we managed to get some rice, and yeah, now we are going to go to the hotel, eat it, and finally rest. It has been such a long day. We've been on the airport for like 7 hours, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You have to deal with it. Probably like Mumbai and Delhi, that has like a lot of people, there are probably exceptions with this chaos, because if I came first to this city, I wouldn't really be surprised or shocked. It would be like pretty like normal city, you know, and it seems very nice actually. And the more that we are driving, the more surprised I'm getting, because it just keeps looking normal, and there are no crowds, there are no like people on the streets really. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, is it just because like this part of the city is like nice and calm, or is it like this in general? But for now it seems so normal. And yeah, now we are going to the hotel, which is like, I'm not sure like, is that location a good location, or is it in some type of city center or anything, but we are located around like 2.5 kilometers from the old city Ahmedabad, which is why I'm here. And we are located, like this hotel is located near some like entertainment park, like Luna Park. I don't know the English word for it, but yeah, that's where we are going now. this is our Ahmedabad room, which is amazing, and now like all that waiting suddenly seems not so bad. But yeah, I need a room like this to like recover mentally from everything. The next morning we woke up pretty early and went to visit Modhera Sun Temple and Rani Ki Vav, which are very famous attractions in the area, and both are built in the 11th century. And these are not located in the city itself, but around 100 kilometers away, so the best thing you can do is find a taxi or a tour guide that will take you there. The trip has just started, and here is definitely much colder than in Mumbai, which I really like, because Mumbai was crazy hot. And it's December, so this is little bit, actually January, so this is little bit more appropriate, I think. In Mumbai, here you can also see like large areas that are under development, and you can see a lot of new buildings being built. But unlike yesterday, we also saw some like very bad areas where it's like almost some type of slums. But unfortunately, you know, usually when you drive and then, you know, just you see it for like 5 seconds, you know, just, you know, near the road, boom, 5 seconds and it's gone. So usually, you know, until you get your phone out and starts filming, you already passed that area. But yeah, here there are also definitely some areas that are for very poor people. Journey started, I was looking at Google Maps and I saw how Rani Ki Vav is like 130 kilometers away, and it said it takes 3 hours. So I was like, what the fuck, 3 hours for 130 kilometers? That's like awfully slow. But now that it's been already 40 minutes that we are driving and we passed like 15 kilometers, I'm starting to think, wait, it's going to take only 3 hours to get to Rani Ki Vav. At the end, the journey did take around 3 hours, just as it was advertised, and yes, it was very tiring and it was very slow, but that made the satisfaction of reaching the Modhera Sun Temple even greater than it would normally be. Okay, so we have just reached Modhera and Modhera Sun Temple. I thought we are first gonna go to Rani Ki Vav, but it doesn't matter anyway. So pretty much this Modhera Sun Temple is 11th century temple, which was built by King Bhima. That's how he was called. And one fun fact about it is that this King Bhima is also the reason why the Rani Ki Vav was built, where we are going later. And yeah, to my surprise, just when I thought that I'm going to be exploring this site as completely unnoticed random foreigner, this happened. Hello.
Your country.
Yeah, there were so many kids that wanted to meet us and take pictures with us, and even though it made our Modhera Sun Temple tour a little longer than we expected, it was still one of the more memorable moments on my journey through India. So this is the Modhera Sun Temple right here. kids and people, probably like I would say more than 100 people for sure came to take photos with us. And I'm actually saying like stupid things, because probably definitely more than 100 people. So like it was a little bit overwhelming, and it was a little bit hard to like really, you know, take your time and enjoy the place. But still, you know, I'm happy to take photos. You know, it's usually just kids, and like who doesn't like kids. So we took a lot of photos, little less photos of ourselves at the attraction. But you know, it is what it is, and now we are going to Rani Ki Vav. Yes, Rani Ki Vav, the 11th century step well built in the memory of King Bhima and protected under UNESCO World Heritage Association. To get there, it took us another 30 minutes drive, since the step well is in close proximity to the city of Modhera. We have just arrived in Patan, and near the city there is this Rani Ki Vav place, which we are going to see right now, but it's a little bit outside of the city, so yeah, we will need to pass through the city and then go to Rani Ki Vav. At Rani Ki Vav we are going to buy tickets and then go to the site, and yeah, it's gonna be very, very fun. So before coming to India, I had like two main attractions that I wanted to see. One was Rani Ki Vav, and second was the Ellora caves that we will see later. So now I am like beyond excited that I'm here at Rani Ki Vav, because this place, like when I first time saw it, I couldn't believe that exists. Like someone dug like 25-30 meter huge hole in the ground and like covered it with so much decorations, and it's just crazy. This right there, can you see the fence around it? That is the place. I think this is it, or is it not? I'm not sure now. It should be. This is it. Oh, it's deeper than I thought. It's so deep actually. Oh, okay. Čovječe. So like at the time in 11th century, when it was built in memory of the king Bhima, I believe he was called, this was a very important water source. But eventually over time, as the rivers like changed course, the place was forgotten. And it was actually rediscovered like 70 years ago, and it was kind of like a little bit under the like ground, you know. And then later it was rebuilt in the 70s and 80s, or 80s and 90s rather. But it's the time that I stop talking and start showing you around, because this is the place that you just have to see. Like saying that this thing is impressive would be an understatement. This is like beyond beautiful, really, and so many details on the walls. So hard to imagine that this was built over 1,000 years ago. Like only bad thing that I would say is that when you have like Modhera Temple, it's like you know, like just because of the shape of the building, it's maybe a little easier to like comprehend and understand what it is. Well, here, because it's so large and because it's a hole in the ground, it's a little bit harder to like, you know, capture it all in the video. You know, you can't really understand how it looks like until you come here and see it and like walk through it. So that's maybe only bad thing that I have to say. But it's not a bad thing. It's just a bad thing for everyone who isn't here. Like if you see this last like column, you can see how there are no decorations, and the reason for that is basically that when they found this place like and started like digging it out like 70 years ago, it was a little bit destroyed, so they had a little bit do some how can you renovation. So that's why the last columns has no decorations, because it's actually newly built. This was so far for me one of the best experiences in India. Like this place is really crazy. Like this is one of the most amazing places that I have seen in my life, really. I would put it in the same category as like pyramids, or like Great Wall of China, or cathedral in Cologne, Germany. Yeah, it's a cool place. And check this place in general. Like check it out. Like the grass is green. Check the floor, it's clean. Oh my god. This is like little paradise. I think that no matter where I go after this will always be one of my favorite experiences. Like this is definitely one of the best places you can see, and not just like everything was perfect, like the sun, and also this is very little city, so the air is super clean, so it's just very nice being here. Like it's very nice, very comfortable, and very relaxing actually. So this is one of the first places in India, actually the first place in India where I kind of feel relaxed. I can breathe in, breathe out, fresh air, clear skies. You can see like miles in front of you and miles like everywhere around, and you're here at one of the most beautiful like tourist attractions in the entire world. So yeah, this is super memorable experience. After exploring Modhera Sun Temple and Rani Ki Vav, which overall lasted around 3 hours plus driving, we went back to Ahmedabad, where we planned to relax for a couple of hours before taking a night tour around the old city. Oh, and while on the road, we also stopped at one of these tea flower fields that were seriously tempting us with their colors. Near the road, there are these like tea flowers, some tea plant. So we decided to stop for a short time, take a couple of nice romantic pictures, and now oh yeah, thank you. And yeah, these are some of the photos that came out of the photo shoot, so I'm not sure if it was worth it, especially considering the fact that my girlfriend stopped into some serious mud. Najbolje kako te čovjek pokazao dobro mjesto. Okay, so we have just entered the streets of Ahmedabad, and for the first time we are gonna go to the city, and we are gonna go to the old part of the city and like see a couple of attractions there. And unfortunately we only have like short time here, because mainly we came here for Rani Ki Vav and Modhera Sun Temple. But yeah, we will try to make the best out of what we have and at least explore the old city. I think old city, it can be done in a day, I would say, and even half a day, because it's not that big. So that's gonna be our goal this evening. For the transportation to the city, for the first time we used one of those tuk-tuk vehicles, and as they say in India, once you go tuk-tuk, you never go back. I think this is a true local Indian experience, driving in this like three-tired motor karting. Get to experience Indian traffic in a completely different and like more unusual way. Like now you can really feel it hit you. This dirty, noisy traffic jam. Indian roads, like every bump, you really feel it this time. So yeah, you have to give this one a try for sure. Once we came to the city, our first stop was Sidi Said Mosque, a 600-year-old mosque that to this day plays a very important religious role in the region.
Came to the Sidi Said Mosque, which is like a 500-600-year-old mosque, and yeah, it should be open all day, every day. So we are going to see if it's true, because it's one of the most important monuments in the city, and I definitely don't want to miss it. Prayer inside now. I mean, we can see that it is, because this is still the active like religious spot. So we will wait for 5 minutes. One guy told us that like in 5 minutes we will be able to enter it, and we will see the mosque. Yeah. So we tried to enter the mosque, but like it was prayer, and then one guy told us wait 5 minutes. Then we waited 5 minutes. But then what happened was that when we came back, like the prayer was over, but still a lot of people were inside, and then the other guy told us to wait 20 minutes. So we are now going to take a little bit walk around the city until then and see what's up here. So this behind us is the Badar Fort, which was also built in like 15th or 16th century with most of the old city of Ahmedabad. But now we need to get some money out of the ATM.
And now this is where the problem started for us, because we spent next 30-40 minutes searching for the ATM, and once we finally found it, the Badar Fort was already closed.
Now like out of 3 ATMs, like the 2 that Google Maps showed didn't even exist, so there were no ATMs at all. And now here it says that there is an ATM, but like it says there, but like we can't find it. Do you know where is ATM? No? So we will not be able to enter the Badar Fort, but we will like go outside and see it as much as we can from the outside. And yeah, I'm a little bit sad for it, but the ATM just don't work here. So like we didn't have any problem in Mumbai, but here we just couldn't really get any money out. So yeah, it is what it is. Oh God. One of the more chaotic areas, because like there is like a lot of traffic. Like it's a walkable area where you can walk, and there are a lot of people, but not as much people as like in Mumbai. But here, you know, like there are much more like traffic when it comes to like cars and motorbikes. So for me that makes it a little bit actually harder to like move and go around compared to, let's say, Mumbai, where you had like a lot of people but much less like real traffic. Now like I'm talking about the market area, so like if you would go to like some roads, of course there are more traffic in Mumbai like with cars, but this is like a market area, so this is not like a real only road part. Some money from some bank that was not even like on the map, and I just saw it accidentally, and it turns out it works perfectly. And now we can finally enter the mosque, I think, the Sidi Said Mosque. And then we will go a little bit more around the city and see a little bit more of this old part.
So this is the mosque, and what it's most famous for is its jalis. And the jali is this window with carvings, and the most important one is this one with Tree of Life, which is very iconic, and it made this mosque one of the most unique places in the old city.
Yeah, it's a small place, but very beautiful. I didn't really film much inside because one guy told me that not to film, so I wanted to be as respectful as I possibly can. But I still filmed just a little bit, and yeah, it's a very nice place. I really like it. I mean, it's like 500-600 years old, still actively the place of worships, and yeah, like places like this are very rare in this world. So yeah, I'm very happy to be here and to see it.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, so this place is called like the old city Ahmedabad, or Ahmedabad old city. But for me personally, like it doesn't really look that old. Like here and there you will see some building that is definitely old, but generally speaking it's not that old. I mean, at least it doesn't seem for me, because like this old part was built like 500 and 600, like between 500 and 600 years ago. So I expected that there will be much more older buildings, like buildings that are 300, 400, 500, 600 years old, but it's really not the case. Now we are gonna come to the place that is called Tin Darwaza. I'm hoping I'm saying it correctly, and this is like in translation it means 3 gates. And this place was like an entrance to Badar Fort many hundreds of years ago. And yeah, it's still here, and I will show it to you right now. Yeah, this place is very nice, but it's also kind of stressful to like be here, because like the traffic is very crazy. I said especially here, like there are like I mean this is a walking street, this is a market, and there are like so many cars here, and that makes it pretty hard to handle, especially if you have like bad nerves. I mean, you know, this could really be too much for some people.
Oh, and I have to add, after we passed through the gates, literally everything changed, and for the first time we had a chance to see the real old Ahmedabad.
I think that, you know, when you spend too much time on Indian streets, you just need a little bit of rest and some quiet time. And yeah, this mosque exactly gave us that. So it is well appreciated. This place is now getting pretty nice actually, with the lights and everything. Check it out.
And this is where I will end this video. Thank you so much for watching if you made it to the end, and I have to say I had a great time in Ahmedabad. There is a lot of history here, a lot of things to see in and outside of the city. So we had a quite exhausting day trying to get the most out of limited time we had, but it was well worth it. And now the last thing left to do is go to the hotel and have some rest. And if you're wondering how we got there, well...
Ajde prva. Država.